Hello friends, welcome to day 5 of this transfer pricing workshop. It's an exclusive email series, 9 email series which you are part of. And I hope you are enjoying every day as and when you are receiving the mails. I hope this workshop is adding certain value to your TP knowledge. Now we are on day 5. On the day 3, we learned certain applicability aspects of TP. On day 4, we learned about certain terminologies in transfer pricing. And on day 5, we are going to learn that what are the most important parts of arm's length analysis. As we are keeping this entire workshop, we are explaining everything in this workshop from fundamentals. So we don't want to get into the technical aspects, that is, relevant provisions, sections, or too technical to interpret all such things. We are trying to keep ourselves on, at a very fundamental level so that you guys understand the concept of transfer pricing. And that is what the intention of conducting this workshop is. I hope you guys appreciate the same. Now, on day 5, we are going to understand that what are the important parts of arm's length analysis that you're going to also get in the mail. But before going for that particular thing, let me just explain what is arm's length analysis. Now, just assume a situation that, on day 3, as we understood that the TP is applicable on certain cases where it fulfills certain conditions, right? And on day 4, you also understood certain terminologies in TP. Now, once the transfer pricing provisions, you come to know that in an intercompany transaction or the transaction between two related parties, the transfer pricing is applicable. Then what would be the next step, right? How you will determine the arm's length analysis. So let me just define arm's length analysis for you. So technically, arm's length analysis is basically a process or a set of steps that we perform so that we arrive at an arm's length price for the transaction which has been undertaken between the related parties. So the transaction could have been undertaken at what price the transaction is undertaken, as you understood from day 4, that we call that as a transfer price. Now the analysis which we do, the steps we follow to arrive at arm's length price, that is what we call arm's length analysis, or typically we say it benchmarking process. Before going to the mail, I will give you a simple exercise to you. Take a notepad, take a pen and paper, take a pen and paper or take a pen in your notepad. Uh, Let us assume that there is one transaction. Say if Indian entity is rendering some IT services to the US entity, right? And also it's a fact that neither Indian entity is rendering the same services to the third party, nor US entity is also procuring the similar services from any third party, right? So in this particular case, how you will as a layman undertake the arm's length analysis, right? What procedures you will undertake, what steps you will undertake to arrive at an arm's length price for this particular transaction. I'm just giving you a simple task. Jot down those steps or processes, and then after you go to the mail and understand that what are the aspects that you should consider and what are the most important parts of arm's length analysis. But before that, do this exercise from your, using your analytical skill sets, commercial mindset. As a layman, if you are given a transaction and where there are no such comparables available in the company, right, within the entities, then how do you undertake the arm's length? How do you arrive at an arm's length price? What things will you see to arrive at, to undertake an entire arm's length analysis and to arrive at a ALP, that is arm's length price. So you can also take an example. Now, if you don't want to go for the IT service example, you can also take an example that let us assume that there's an entity A which is importing certain goods from entity B, which is in US, and entity A is in India, and those are semi-finished goods, right? We are not talking about raw material or finished goods. Those are semi-finished goods. So that is where neither entity B is selling the similar goods to third parties, or neither A is procuring the same type of goods from third parties, right? So in this case, how will you arrive at arm's length price for that particular goods? Like in the first case, I discussed about the services. In the second, I'm discussing about the goods. So you need to jot down the points, and then after compare that points with what I have explained in the mail. I'll see you in the mail. I hope you are enjoying this entire learning journey. This is C. Abhishek Bhavsar. Please do check your mail for further discussions. Day 5 mail. Thank you.